Hello. Bring you with a quick update. I failed to catch the previous episode. Something to do with the recording settings that messed up, and it came out encrypted, so I can upload it, can view it even. So I need to update you myself. The screen was provided you with Streamlabs, so that's with the touch of one button with my stream deck that I have. I can just bring you back in the game to the point that I left it. So I did some things actually. Once I noticed that I done a video, I came in here and did a bunch of sorting as well. So now you can see I have an empty pasture, which is going to be the first box that is going to fill out and bleed into the second, if not the third, and so on. But then further I have my completers here. Now these are Pokemon that I want to keep to complete the Pokédex page, hence the name completers. Then I have the pre-evolve stage, so these all need an end evolution. I just named the boxes the same name so that I know and I don't mess up things too bad. Actually these two can go in here. Has to do with sorting. I did a lot of sorting on this, compared a lot of stats as well. But actually in here are a few Pokemon that I can toss away right after, like Graveler. So you could say Graveler is more of a... Well, oh no, Geodude was set by the completers because I have a Graveler, but I don't have a Golem in here. Of course it's not in here because this is my color box. Yay! I was debating on naming it my Cryon box. Might do that in the future. But then, yeah, here are the different like color variations that you can find. I even kept in like male and female differences as stat-wise differences. So these are stat based, I believe, or luck, I don't know. And these are just, yeah, male and female forms as well. These differentiate in that as well. These do have the different colors, these as well. And that's just the color variation of one Pokemon, which by the way is why Rotom is in here. So Rotom, I consider him as a finished Pokemon. It's just that his types can change, therefore the space holders. Now in here I still need Espeon, but that's it should be coming close. I don't know if it's gonna be a good Espeon at all. Like I said, I'm not gonna worry about stats on Pokemon that I don't have yet. I will try and recatch even a bunch of these because these are all like boys and I don't mind those being boys. I wish that would be a girl. I wish for Glaceon to be a girl as well, so then the rest is fine. If I can just turn these two into girls, the rest can be boys, or maybe a Flareon girl and then keep the boy Vaporeon, or even both can be girls at some point. It depends on how much EVs I need to catch for the completion of the task, and that's just gonna be something else for the future to worry about. I'm just worrying now that all things are sorted like this. This, by the way, is just for the normal Pokemon. I didn't make a color box for like the alpha Pokemon, which you will see in a second. So this is the end stage, what I call it, of a Pokemon. So its final evolution form. I don't think Quillfish evolves anymore, unless they did something crazy and I don't know about it. So doesn't Heracross. I thought for some odd reason that Cleaver was an evolution of Heracross in the beginning, but I soon realized that that wasn't the fact, that it was indeed another evolution line of Scyther. So yeah, he can stay in here in the end stage as well. These guys are all end staged Pokemon. So there's no reason to keep them aside. In here it starts with the alpha Pokemon. Now I'm debating if I should have an alpha baby box, but then Pokemon that are locked in a, well, to me are locked in a first stage, because like Eevee here, I might end up evolving that, but since that's a boy, and the only boy that should be there, in my opinion, is Jolteon. But I have the Jolteon, so that might become what is he called? Umbreon at a later stage, because I do think that Umbreon should be a male. Having reasons from past games, I played Colosseum, and by default you get a male. Well, I got a male Umbreon and a female Espeon, and then in the like anime, I believe the first Umbreon was a boy, and then the first Espeon that was shown was a girl. So I think that Pokemon Colosseum took a reference from that at some point, and it just stuck to my head that those are that gender, and I can change it at all. I mean, I can see an Umbreon being a female and an Espeon being a male. That's just, it doesn't click in my head. I wouldn't care if it was a shiny, but I mean, shiny Sylveon, that's really debatable. I do believe that shiny Sylveon should be a female because of the fairy typing, and you might go in detail with it, but it's just my mind, you know. But then I do end up with a Pokemon that I think are gonna be locked here. If I find like an Alpha Eevee, sure, I will complete the box. But then if I find like an Alpha that's at a stage that I want to keep it, it might end up in here and just be kept as is. Depends on cuteness and a whole bunch of factors in my head. These are also the start of the bleeding into the first alpha box, which is why this is a whole like concept on its own of having pre-evolution stages and then full evolution stages. I will move these around because I think that's another form. Well, another something. They come forth from another form. But that's again a thing on their own. Like you see here, I could have put them into another color box to call it even a color box along with these two. I mean, like him. Like technically Combi isn't an end stage, but I put him in here because it's a male and it won't go any further up. So that's like a locked Pokemon to me. That's a locked alpha. So once they become locked to the point that they can evolve, they belong in here. And I believe that this was the specific Pokemon that gave me that reason to do this. Because I do believe that, well, like, yeah, if there ain't no evolution line, then they're locked as well. by default, but then they're at their end stage. So first I was calling this alpha, this alpha box. Actually I called it adult alpha at first, but then I realized that that's just a cute baby. Even though it reaches his level 100s, same with this guy, they're not really adults because they didn't fully evolve. And then I changed it to evolved alphas, and then I realized, but these ain't gonna evolve. So I just completely scrapped that concept and just split them apart in the box itself, which gave me another box to play with in between my color box and my end stage box here. Moving on from the alphas, so like I said, these are all alphas. We have the legends. So in here, my eyes, these are the legends. The starters from the game, I have put them in here. I will switch out Typhlosion with Cyndaquil, because this Cyndaquil is the one that we got from the professor. And that Cyndaquil was just the effect of finding Aquilava in the rift. And I do believe it says so. Actually, let me see if that's the case. And it was in Droning Meadow. Now I do believe that this says that we've met in some other way. In Jubilee Village, yeah, so that's the first. And then I actually can confirm if this is still the first. I do believe that I didn't encounter another Rowlet before, but I do want to make sure. Yeah, it's in Jubilee Village. So actually, once again, I'm gonna make a special placeholder for Cyndaquil if he reaches his final evolution at some point, because I'm keeping him now, because else I would should have put him with the collectors, because it's going to be easier to keep this Cyndaquil and complete a dex page with this Pokemon instead of like going out and catching a whole new Cyndaquil in a space-time rift. I mean, I will have to put work into, where are they? Rolls and Ashawat to find those again, because Tari isn't a problem. Piplup ain't a problem either. They're just out in the world. You just go and catch them. But these are another story. These you can only find in the rifts, and well, I'm actually skipping rifts at this time, so not bound to find anyone soon. These I'm keeping along as well. Maybe there will be a shiny box if this box gets overcrowded, but these are just the only shinies that I have at this point, except for the Banary, of course. I mean, my cute girl. But this doesn't even count as a catch because it was given to us. Like, it was an actual side, well, quest, a request, if you will. Staraptor was the first shiny that I saw, and I got it since it was little. So actually, was it little or mid-evolution? Was it shiny Staravia that I found, or was it a shiny Starly, sorry. And then of course our Baniri. And I said this yesterday, and then someone said it's Valentine's Day, so, and then it made me feel special because this is got on Valentine's Day. So I do believe that you can see there it's 2/14/2022, so that's a special Valentine's gift. I feel that Pokemon threw in for me. I mean, being all pink and being girl, well, it evolves into another pretty Pokemon as well. One of my favorites, and I know I'm not a furry. Don't get your mind in dirty places. I just like this Pokemon. I always did from the beginning, and it's just something special because I had a bunny, and the day after that I got a Baneri in a Pokemon game. I, in real life, was gifted a baby bunny, and well, I always compared it to this because it was just as fluffy, just had about the same color scheme, and that's why this Pokemon is special to me. So now you know that reason as well. Yeah, like I said, the other ones are just because they're shiny and like making another shiny box. I mean, I have this unknown box. There's something special here. I think that's a U, and then like you can see, I just sorted out what I think is going to be the order they go into the alphabet. Just this one, I'm not sure if that's a U or a W, but I think it's a U. I do think that the other one is like the I, and imagine if this is the I do think it sprouts out with just these, like a wiggle to the side of the eye, that this is the actual U. So S T U V W, rather X and then Y, then Z, then explanation mark and question mark, I believe. But those two I will place in order that I find them in. So if I find the question mark first, then question mark is going to be first. If I find the exploration mark, no, not the explanation mark, I lost the words. Well, the other sign, I will place that first if I find that first. So if that makes sense, then this will be A. That's weirdly enough a B, because this is a G. That's an I, so it's a bit obvious. Just a stick. That's a D, pretty obvious as well. So yeah, and then we're back to pasture 1. So if I go to all of my pastures real quick, that's how I sorted things. So if you just check in order of the boxes that appear like in one line, you will see it go by like this. So 1, 2, 3 completers, pre-evolve stage, pasture 7, pasture 8. My color box, pasture 10 is empty. End stage Pokemon go in here, alpha Pokemon be sorted out there, legendary Pokemon sorted out as well. The reason that I'm keeping this separated like they are is just in order of that I catch them. So I caught Palkia, Dialga first, then Palkia at the second, well, the second legendary that appeared, and then I got that with the origin ball. Then I went to the caves. I first found Axie, then Mesprit, and then Azelf was last. Same with the Hedron. I ran into him first, then found Cresselia, and then of course I needed these 5 Pokemon to enter the tombs of Regigigas, I believe. I couldn't enter it otherwise. Or I did a major oopsie on that, and I could have entered it before, but it didn't let me until I defeated Cresselia, I believe. So that's why he comes like in that place. If I find the Thunderous trio, I will do that the same way. So like Thunderous, Landorus, and Tornadoes, I will sort them out like that. And then maybe the other Pokemon. Of course there are other Pokemon. There's still the Legend of the Sea, which I believe is Manaphy. I don't know how we're gonna get Pion, if at all. Or maybe we get Pion, but we need to evolve it into a Manaphy. I don't know how that's gonna work, because usually we get the Manaphy and then we can breed Pion with that. Since there's no breeder, I don't really know. Maybe they're just out both in the world. I'm hurting my head thinking about it now. So that's the reason, but there's a ton of space like in here, and it's sort of weird like this because these three obviously belong together. I did bring these together because I believe there's no Regi Ice, no Regi Stone, and no Regi Steel. Well, Regi Ice, Regi Steel, and Regirock. Was I right the first time? I don't know. Don't know if I'm even right now. So yeah, it's just a quick update on what I did. So yeah, because if they would be out, I'm pretty sure that I would have got, well, would have to got all of 3 of them to then activate the sequence with Regigigas, even though he created those 3. So I don't know about that, but then there's this situation that if you go into lore, you find out that Regigigas actually created those other 3 Regis, being Steel, Ice, and Rock, after he created the continents. And then he was too powerful, and then the people locked him up in the Snowpoint Temple, in the basement of it. So guess where we found this guy? We actually found it in the Snowpoint Temple. It doesn't set in the basement, but I went down a floor, so you can technically, that is a basement. So yeah. But enough of that. Then I still have Dark Eye. Well, Dark Ray, Dark. We all know the Pokemon. I mean, like the ghost Pokemon, the black one. Dark Eye or Dark Ray. I don't know. I should know though. But I forgot. And we do have the two mythical Pokemon. Well, I say mythical Pokemon. Like Darkrai is a mythical Pokemon as well. So we do have a Shaman, the land form of it. So the cute hedgehog. We did get that as a reward from owning one of the previous games, as well with Darkrai, actually. He's not in the game of his own as well. It's just an addition if you have another Pokemon game. And then there's also another Pokemon that should be... I don't know actually who that is. I kind of forgot. Because you need the... Basically every previous game gives you... Well, previous game on Switch. So that's the Let's Play series, Sword and Shield, and Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl. If you had one of each of those sets of versions, so even if you don't have Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, if you have one of both of those and then one of the next in line games, you unlock special Pokemon outfits with them, but then you get the quest as well to find those special Pokemon. If that makes sense. Coming to think of it, I do believe that's to do with Manaphy, actually. That should be in the game of its own. But then you have Garatina as well, as another thing of its own as well. This is for the Shaman. That's a quest that you receive if you have saved that from a previous game, as well as this one. And I all of a sudden Darkrai. So that's also a quest that you needed a previous game. I believe there's one more actually. Oh yeah, the Legend of the Sea, of course. So this one, the Sea's Legend. I don't think that's standard in the game as well. I think that is... It came if you owned Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, actually. Or one of those. I own both, but one of those survives to get the quest. As long as you... Well, you get along with those quests the costumes with the lady here. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, not that lady, but like the clothier. I intentionally spoke with her because else I would have gone into menus that I couldn't skip. So that was all pre-planned. So yeah, that's a bit of an update on what's going on right now. I did complete some other quests. I ran entirely out of Pokeball. I just crafted like 29 Jet Ball, and then I crafted up the rest in Pokeballs. So now I'm out of smoke bombs. I'm out of those heavy balls, but the last tier of them. those gigaton balls. I run out of those. Like I said, the point that I had no Pokeballs at all, so I just crafted these because I really like to use jet balls because you can hit the Pokemon from afar, and then I use just Pokeballs just whenever I go into, well, like salvage mode, and then I can just throw around Pokeballs and just don't care about losing a bunch of them. Like you see, I still have 80 of those. The reason that I just stopped at crafting those was just because I ran out of apricorns to do so. For the rest, there's nothing actually special gained or completed beside 2 requests, and I don't know if I showed you which one I completed. Keep in mind that I'm talking over this now for almost half an hour, well, slightly a bit more, but I did make a recording of 2 hours before this, and I lost the footage of that, and then was thinking about doing another recording, but I started sorting the boxes, and soon I knew that I had to come in like after that sorting was done, then update you on the sorting and the quests I did. So that's to the point that I am now, and it looks like it's going to be hopefully a bit of a shorter video for you guys to, you know, maybe just relax to. So I didn't do the 2 quests here. I found Zeke for once, because, well, he was running after his sister, and his sister came downstairs afterwards in Jubilife village, in the command center, if it's called that. Basically, he went after his sis because he thought she was missing again, but she was just upstairs. And then upon him leaving, she just told us she was upstairs and we saw her. So that made us worry about Zeke then, and made us go after him. So that's why I have completed what was it called? Gonna Stray in the Islands. So yeah, one of the security corps wants you to find her brother, the villager Zeke, who went looking for her in the Alabaster Islands. So I did that. I can show you the location of it. Actually, I might go that now. And then this one I also completed, the Bergmite Enthusiast. So I captured a bunch of Pokemon actually. That's why I started to manage the Pokemon in there, and then I realized that I had to throw out a bunch and like reorder, like get in a good order system. And to me that it's organized now pretty much how I want it. Maybe might do some individual sorting of place them next to each other. And there's a Shing's outbreak. Well, then I am going to save here now. So I will show you the location of where Zeke was hiding, because I do think it was a bit, well, maybe a bit tricky to find him. I don't know. Like Ursaluna went a bit crazy on this request. That's just the internet that is not connected. It's connected to my PC. I do use a wired connection upstairs here. So, but from this camp, you actually just want to come out and fly straight ahead. Oh well, I did got this alpha binary. So the one that I threw out, or I shown, or I didn't show, I did got it before, is what I'm trying to say, when I did that shiny hunt. Well, before I started that shiny hunt, you can see in the footage, if you go back and watch it, you will see as well that I first stopped and thought I was at the point, but I wasn't. But then there was an alpha, and I said that I wouldn't leave that alpha, and I caught it, but then I lost it by resetting. There's a kitty cat with red eyes, just a normal kitty cat. I saw that. Why are you ramping about? Didn't meant to hurt you or anything. So, as you can see, I'm sorry once again. Pokemon are getting in my way. Yoink. And that's the reason why I like them. Because you can catch Pokemon from like a pretty good distance, I feel. That you don't get spotted all of the time. You don't need to use sprays that much. This is actually the place where Zeke is hiding. So sorry to spoil that for you, but like I said, I would go to the location. Well, this is the location. So map wise, that's just here. Just here, just if you come from the camp and you, well, go to the arena edge approach, or you just follow a straight line from the camp with the balloon guy, you get this dip and you actually see it on the map. So that's where he is hiding, and as soon as you come here, as soon as you enter this ridge, you don't even have to climb down. He just shouts at you, you get a cut screen, and then yeah, you get a happy scene. He's saying he's out, and he was trying to find Wanda, but he couldn't find her, and he fell or something. Excuse me, I had to cough. So the Pokemon actually, well, the sister actually shows up, and then he goes on and says, well, Wanda might still need help. So I'm not sure if there's another part to this quest or not now, but that was going on. So yeah, I think you're up to date with everything now. That started to collect a few things as well. For the Bergmite, I just came out here and got a few actually everywhere. I started from, I believe, those slopes there. So from here I started, and then I just went this way. Killed a few of these, saw a few popping out of those ore veins. I didn't got any defeats in, so if you can, but I go down in a second. Also, last time a space time distortion appeared, I didn't go into it. I won't go now either. It was here that the little guys, the snowverse, appeared. I went out and got them, so there was an outbreak here. They're out now, but there was just one Obama snow, and then, like, I don't know. I think it was about 10 snow runs. Well, snowverse, not snow runs. That's another Pokemon. But these guys, like 10 of them showed up here. So I needed to hide frequently behind this mountain. In the end, I got the 2 that are out here that are not part of the outbreak. If you see, like the ones here, they're not part of the outbreak if it's going on here. It might, but I don't believe so. It was just enough to catch all of these. So that little guy, and if one of those Obama snows shows up as a snover as well, those are included with the outbreak, but not the ones down the hill. So they might wander up until here to where that snover is, but oh well, it was a bit strange on the completion. So don't point at me if you should catch every Pokemon that you want to catch. Don't listen to me. I still need a way to like know for sure like how these space distortions work, because currently I'm just going around and collecting shots in them. Oh, that's actually a scissor I was talking about that I need to still catch. Not going to do so now because I know that's not gonna do anything now. And I've seen a bunch of people saying that they only find like 2 plates and then they can't seem to find the like one type of color. I don't have problems with that. Even before the update came out, I was just fine with Pokemon as they are. So I just run around in hopes that I see a shiny. But I don't know if that's the way to actually properly do this. But I mean, like, yeah, they started respawning and stuff, so I think, well, I will just catch one. So it is scissor or Scizor. I don't know what's the actual pronunciation of its name. So I will catch it and then, yeah, keep it as a placeholder until I find another one, or yeah, you know. Oh, these guys popped up, okay. And they're going to hurt me as well. So like, yeah, if you're having problems with these, just run around, collect all the items that are lying around, and eventually I hope you do find what you are looking for. Get the 3v, not the cider. We don't need that. A Burmy. I have time for a Burmy, well, probably, but not for a cider as well. I said I wouldn't do this, but well, in the end I think it just shows what I do with these type of things. That's a boy, okay. Well, that's enough. If Eevee is going to suffer, then the rest will... Well, not necessarily, but... My Eevee is a good girl, and if she can handle it well, I don't think I'm gonna have much use on a Voltorb. I'd rather use it if I come into trouble here with these Walrein and stuff. Oh, well, they dropped the blue shard as well. And don't see any alphas or so, and that's the distortion com. Oh well, was fun. And I did get another alpha. And the other episode, like I told you, I found an alpha as well, but that one lost, so... Well, the episode went lost, not the alpha. I have the alpha, you just didn't see me catch it. And it was actually that Beniri from over yonder somewhere. So yeah, I am going to report this to the professor. I got 2 this time. Oh yeah, the scissor as well. And then the items that I did, that's actually level 4 already. 90 points, well, you can debate on whatever that. I need double the research points. I need to get 60,000 research points to get to a 10-star member. So that's the reason why I caught a bunch of Pokemon and I went after the Snovers as well. Because doing that, I just got up to a 9th star member. So I figured, well, doing the Bergmite request is gonna help a lot with that. So I went with it, and then I was thinking to myself, okay, this quest is completed, I can finish, but then saw the Snover and hunted those, and then it came down to the point that I needed like 150 points more, I believe, and then I said, just, well, YOLO, I'm just gonna go for that instead of like running all the way and trying to see if I can complete it the next time. So I did that, did finish it, and then yeah, that's why I ended up with 2 hours in the end. So that doesn't imply a conversation. That's Juna. Juna with the request of getting rid of nightmares. Is that the girl that gave us? She might gave us a quest, I don't know. Not gonna go into that detail now. You know how long my videos are usually, and this one ended up, I thought it was going to hit the mark of 40 minutes, but I didn't thought it was gonna end up close to 1 hour again. So I'm sorry for that, but I do hope you enjoy the sight of these little cuties here. I do think of all Pokemon that they're maybe the cutest Pokemon out there, really. I mean, Eevee, of course. Now there might be cuter Pokemon than some of these, but they're the cutest that I currently can keep around to train with. Well, and say train with, to actually complete this pages with. And I am planning on, like I said, just leveling up Cyndaquil and doing the perfect page first, then do the same with Quilava, and then Typhlosion, like evolve that Quilava into Typhlosion, and then just have 2, or release the other one. I might release the other one at that point and just go with the newly Typhlosion then to finish this off. Like I said, Oshawott, yeah, I made that oopsie, so I need to get its perfect page. And there's a trick to getting the number of caught up without going inside of a time distortion. Not sure if I will use it. It involves a special trick to do that. It involves 2 switches and you trading with like a sibling or yourself. If you have 2 copies of the game, I do. I own a physical copy and I do own a digital one, for reasons that I explained before. Might be in the lost episode, but well, it's lost for a reason, and it's not because of me deleting it. It just went corrupt. Thought it would be funny to throw in that joke, you know, that I made a lost episode and it's literally lost. But oh well, that's on you if that's your humor or not. Maybe it's on me to make it more humorous, but it wasn't intended that way. I mean, seriously, it is a lost episode that is lost forever, and I can retrieve it because it's corrupted. The files got corrupted, and then yeah, that's the sadness of recording things like this. Then you lose your footage, and it's bound to happen to anyone at some point, has been told to me. Sad enough, it happened in episode 61. So I might change the part to 62 and then maybe I'll say that episode 61 is our last episode. Because it's 2 hours. It was still an episode. At some point it was an episode. It just didn't came online. Before it could came online, well, it got corrupted. So for me it's the last episode. For you it's just wah. Time I didn't show you, but being a series that I show you guys all of this, I think I have to include this, like saying that I lost 2 hours. And I could have come in here and said, hey, I did this quest and this quest off screen, and then got a bunch of Pokemon. You will see what I did to the boxes. I do believe that I have to keep you somewhat of an update. So that's why I went into this an hour ago, thinking that it was going to be a short footage, but you know me, I get to be the heavy speaker, and then there's no stopping me if I'm recording. Now I noticed that my voice keeps falling away at some points. That's just because I'm looking over at the recording screen and then I talk sideways into the microphone, and that's like giving some feedback to the noise gates that to the noise levels actually. So that's why I may sound a bit distant at sometimes. Sometimes I just stretch back because I'm starting to get a sore back. Something that is, well, common by old people, but I don't still feel old. Sometimes I just like to stretch and then I forget that I'm talking to a microphone and that the microphone isn't attached to my movement, so to say. So that's why I might sound different at sometimes. Now, the reason that I'm watching this recording is because I see some flickering going on my screen, and I don't know if that is catching on the recording as well. Because I think I will run into like a glitch or something with the game. So I am going to save where I'm at, just to make sure, because I saw the glitch. I saw the it's like a frame jump that it shows, but it's like partially. So it's around me and my Pokemon. Now you can see that flash that showed up. Just wonderful in time. That's scaring me. Can be because there's a lot of Pokemon in the same place and it has to keep them updated, and then the moving flowers might also be causing it to flash because they are in the way of the Pokemon. So, but it just, well, I'm just starting to see this and I can't overlook it now, so I'm just going to run away from it. So I just will say goodbye with a shiny Bunary here. So yeah, as per use, you know what to do. It's not like every YouTuber is not saying the same thing. So for once I won't say it, I will let you figure it out. Maybe go ask another YouTuber what you should do. Please don't. Please stay here. I didn't mean to scare you away or something. It's just like, yeah. Feel too much repeated, though. It's hard needed that you like and you subscribe and you comment. For some reason, I did say it just now, so you don't have to go to other YouTubers, but for some reason that feels like I'm forcing it up onto you. And well, there's no nice way to ask it actually. It's just like, yeah, I can say please and thank you, but in the end I'm, yeah, well, in hands of you on anything actually. It's not that well, it's not on me to click my own subscribe button and like my own videos and watch them all by myself. I'm doing this to record like an adventure that in time I might look back at, to see the things that I done, to remember to capture the funny stuff and like the memory of if stuff, like losing this binary over and over. It took me 3 attempts to get you, girl. Yeah, that's right. But I do have her now, and I'm glad that I have her. So that's a moment that's got in time. It's like with taking videos of your family. Not the Pokemon is my family. Well, it's kinda my family, but in another way. It's not like my brother is Pikachu and my older sibling is Raichu. It's just no. But you know what I mean. At some point you feel so mixed in with a game and its lore and its beautiness, its evolution, and you just want to capture something. Like I'm capturing a cold right now. Again, I went back to the doctor and he said everything was fine. It was just actually a small cold that I'm getting, so it's nothing serious at all. And like I said before, I'm still not feeling anything at all. So I do have my smell, I do have my taste. That's all fine. It's just, yeah, I need to cough from time to time. But the doctor even didn't give me any medicine or so. He just said you will be fine. It's not in a stage that you need antibiotics or something, so... Oh well, before I ramble on too much, it's dinner time for me. I need to save my game. Well, I'm going to save it once more, just because I don't know if I did. I'm pretty sure I just did, but yeah, whatever. I see you in the next video. Bye bye guys, thanks you. So yeah, if you want to see more than just the updates, just keep an eye out on next episodes. Bye guys.